Alrighty.
We're live.
Excellent. Okay. Did you want to open us up with like a... What's other...
Yeah, sure. So, just a reminder to everyone that we're Oz Speedruns, raising money for Beyond Blue. Fantastic charity. Already reached $9,000, which is absolutely incredible. Thank you all for your support. Yeah. Let's get right to doing some Tomba.
Okay. So, it is early morning in Australia. Currently my time is 5:41 AM. So, I am currently in my pajama pants. I suggest you all get yourself a nice cup of joe, perhaps even a bagel, and just tune in, just chill out and enjoy some fast-paced RPG platformer that is honestly quite a unique game in my opinion. I haven't yet to find a game that kind of captures what this game is to me. So it's very, very special. So yeah, definitely check it out. It's a very, very entertaining run in my opinion. So we will get started on this. So I'll give you a countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Alrighty, so Tomba is, as I said, RPG platformer that involves you saving the world from a group of evil pigs. The evil pigs have corrupted certain parts of the world, and you have to pretty much go from area to area, find a pig bag to capture them, and then find the gateway that opens to their boss arena. In the boss arena, you'll face the pig, throw them into the pig bag, and then they're sealed, and the world returns back to normal. So, one thing to note, I will make this pretty clear. I am quite rusty at this run, so I'm expecting to not be anywhere near the level of my PB, but that's okay. I can still... that's not great, but I can still make this somewhat entertaining at least. So yeah, you start off pretty much looking for your grandpa's bracelet. So the evil pigs steal all gold items, and there's like a whole thing to like them using that for their magic. And you're on a journey to retrieve your grandpa's bracelet. However, of course, to stop them, you have to restore the world as well. So, Tomba's main reason for getting involved is his grandpa's bracelet. So, first things first, I'm going to collect these chicks from eggs. Oh man, I'm a mess. Okay, so I'm going to retrieve those chicks and I'm going to return them to what is known as the 100-year-old man. He has a hut at the top of this first area, and he will tell you the full story of what's going on with the evil pigs. And yeah, so a lot of things I do in this will not make sense at first. They're just kind of story progression stuff, side quests, like people won't let you pass unless you do this small thing for them. You know, the world in danger is not enough for them to move out of the way. So there's a few things that just kind of need to be done before you can start capturing evil pigs. And yeah, first thing is saving these baby chicks. Also, as you can probably tell, I did say the game was fast-paced, and so far I'm not moving very fast. Well, I don't know how to run, so I'm giving these bananas to Charles the monkey, and now I can dash. So he teaches me how to run. And now I run like an animal. And the game gets a lot faster from this point onwards. And got one more baby chick to collect after this. And we're ascending this area to reach the 100-year-old man. I think the game's like kind of intended to like have you enter the 100-year-old man hut and then have him explain like, oh, you need baby chicks, like can you go find them? but you bring them to him first go, and it obviously speeds it up without having to, you know, go in and go out again. So within the Tomba community, this guy is also commonly known as the anime grandpa, and you'll see in a moment why. So now that I've returned the chicks, he's going to tell me about the story of the evil pigs. And here he is, like an anime cutscene. I'll let him explain the entire story while I just quickly check my phone. Enough going on. Why would it? It's 5 AM.
For some reason, the evil pigs seem to be collecting gold. I bet your grandpa's bracelet that was stolen by the Tomba pigs was made out of gold, too. The 7 evil pigs are hiding somewhere in this world. If you find them, I'm sure you'll be able to find your bracelet as well. Just remember, be very careful.
So yeah, now I'm on the journey. He also gives me a key that opens these yellow chests, which are the 100-year-old chests. So there's 3 other old men in this game that you interact with: the 1,000, the 10,000, and the 1,000,000-year-old man. They all have their own key they give you when you've completed their quest, and they open all sorts of chests around the world, and you can get certain quest items, also some like just beneficial items that are not needed to beat the game. A lot of those I will avoid unless they are absolutely necessary to go fast. There's like inventory upgrades you can get for your character. Think of it like very much like an RPG, but it's a 2D platformer as well. So right now I'm learning the dwarf language. The way I learn that is by jumping on their head and biting them for some reason. But I mean, it works. I become absolutely fluent in the dwarf language. I have levels and I just keep unlocking them as I chew on their head. Alright, now that I've acquired the dwarf language, I'm going to talk to this guy and I'll be absolutely fluent. I'll understand everything he's saying. There we go. Full conversation, no problem. I understood everything. So that was the first instance of using a warp item called Charity Wings. They allow me to warp to locations I visited already. Makes it a lot easier to get around, and the route is optimized to gain just enough to be able to warp to every location needed. I'm going to go for a skip here. It's an animation skip. It's quite difficult to pull off, so if I don't get it, don't be surprised. I got it. There we go. So when you... It's a really difficult thing to explain. So when you interact with us, so what I'm doing now is I'm saving dwarves. I should probably explain that first. When I save the dwarves, I'll show you what happens. You'll get to see it properly here. I get frozen in the sky like this, and the dwarf does an animation, goes off screen. However, if I stand on a specific X value on the screen, you can cancel the animation while deloading the dwarf. So yeah, that's a pretty tricky thing to do. It's very specific. You just kind of get into position for it, and that's how it works out. So there's a few animation skips like that. Like I just jumped to the right side of the screen before the animation played, and it cancelled it that way too. You do that a few times. I'm going to try and do it again here as well. So touch him and then run off screen, and that saves a tremendous amount of time when you add it all up together. I think it's about 4 seconds per dwarf. And also save the dwarf child as well. So changing my pants, so now I can jump higher. Jumping pants. Alright, now I've done all the rescuing I need to do. Gonna return to town. This is a absolutely slow part of the run. It's a terrible part of the run. I have to interact with this family, do a cutscene. I get an event cleared text. And now each one of these dwarves that are currently circled around this fire pit will walk to me individually, talk to me, and then go off screen. Each one of them individually. I really want to start a bounty for someone to find a skip for this, because there is actually a way to frame perfectly open the menu, but you can't do anything on that menu. There's a lot of instances in this game where there is openings for a big time save, a big skip, and then nothing comes out of it. So it's honestly a very well coded game, and it's hard to sequence break it. So in terms of like a speedrun, it's fairly glitch free. Like, you like save small times, you have like very small time saves, like skipping animations, skipping event text, but nothing substantial, you know. So we really would like to see something big come out of this game eventually. So yeah. Ooh. So we've spoken to the Dwarf Elder now, and we're about to leave the 100 Flower Forest, which is basically the Dwarf Forest, just another, it's called many things. So we're going to head out and we're going to go to Phoenix Mountain. Phoenix Mountain is quite an interesting location in the game. It's under the Evil Pig spell, which causes it to be extremely windy. So you're basically fighting against the wind, and it causes your physics to be all janky. And it took me a very long time of playing this game to actually get good at the movement through it. So hopefully I can show that off properly when I get there. Okay, so I'm entering this screen to unlock a warp location, and then I just leave. So now I can go there later on when I finally have the unlock for it. Okay, that was really, really good. You can, if you jump just high enough, you can actually skip a ledge grab animation. Alrighty, so we're entering Mushroom Forest. Now, Mushroom Forest is quite a strange location, and it's actually a prime example of what I was mentioning earlier, where like NPCs will inhibit your progress in saving the world for their own personal gain. This dwarf wants to learn how to act, so he's asked me to get mushroom effects so I can show him how to laugh. Now, he wants to learn how to laugh, and he wants to learn how to cry. As soon as he learns how to do that, he will let me pass and go save the world. But hey, as long as he learns how to act, we're all good, I guess. So I now have a mushroom effect. I've eaten a happy mushroom. Now I'm eating a sad mushroom. What will happen... Oh, whoops. I have like all events muscle memory. So what this does is if you run on flat ground without jumping for a while, Tomba will do like a cry animation which slows it down and cuts your momentum. So you definitely don't want that, and you want to just keep jumping as much as you can and stay off the ground. One of the worst things about this is I do have to actually hold onto this animation for probably about another 10 minutes. So if I die, I lose the effect because I need it to open a door later. So here is another, like one of the first frame perfect skips in the run. I'm going to interact with this signboard as I slide into it. So get it. Damn, missed it. Okay, so if I interact with the save board at the same time that this conversation starts, it actually cancels the conversation and allows me to move during it. It saves a total of 15 seconds, I believe. Pretty tremendous time save, and unfortunately, it's frame perfect as well, so hard to do. But that's okay. Marathon can't really expect all of it, and considering how rusty I am at the moment, I wasn't banking on it. So moving on. As long as I don't die here, I'm all good. Okay, I died. Damn. All right. I'll have to revisit Mushroom Forest. That's okay. We'll get this done, and I'll go back when I go to the next area. I'm usually a lot faster at that, but yeah, as I mentioned, you know, rusty can't really help that.
got a donation if you're ready.
Yeah, go for it. Absolutely.
Got $22 from Anonymous. And I'd just like to remind everyone that if you want that money to go towards an incentive, just let us know in the donation message. There's a list of incentives at... there you go.
So yeah, again, I can't stress enough, I am very rusty, so my muscle memory is pretty off. And I just tried to do something that I meant to go do later, and I tried to do it earlier by accident. I'm hoping it kind of kicks in eventually. It should do. I'll also mention that it is currently 6 AM and I haven't slept, so that also is not helping. But look, that's all good. We'll get this together. I'll snap out of it, and I'll figure it out.
Absolute trooper.
Alright, so we're interacting with this. This is another instance of like, oh, the world is in danger, but hey, let's help this village work out where their baby mouse is hidden. So we're just doing a couple of errands for this village. They got a bulletin board with like some requests, and we're pretty much just helping them out. And this is a pretty important thing I'm about to do for this village. I'm about to turn their turn the pump on at the other side of the lake, and we're going to restore their wine because, you know, that's pretty important. Not the fact that the evil pigs have turned these people into mice. That's not important. Alcohol is. So we're going to break some of these eggs along the way. These are magic eggs. We need to break them all at some point. So along the way to the other side of the lake, it just makes it a bit easier when you have to break them all in the next part. So just kind of clean them up as you go. So we're just gonna fix up the pump. Interact with this twice, and then just leave and it's all good. So I cannot forget that I need to get the laughing mushroom effect again, otherwise I can't open the door to the first pig fight of the game. So gotta remember that. It does make my movement here a bit easier because I don't have to jump, because I will retain... I won't ever have the laughing mushroom happen since I don't have the effect right now. Might actually... Oh, no. No, I will have to get it now. I'll go get it now. I'll go get it now just to be safe. That way I don't forget. And this is the closest area to it, I think. It's a terrible thing terrible thing to deal with, because it's such an out of the way thing to go get that fixed. It's like, honestly, one of the worst places to die in the run, sadly. So now we got it back. We'll just head back to the village and then head out to the Haunted Mansion again. And do that entire section. So we talked to this guy as well. He spawns a chest in the town hall, which has a pig bag in it. So that's going to be necessary for us. So one of the main purpose of entering this area is to go around and break the magic eggs. The magic eggs are causing like a firewall to happen in front of the 1,000-year-old man who give us our key. I'm also working on getting all the what I just got then was a small key. I'm also getting 5 parts of a big key, which I'm going to put together to open a big key door in this area as well. And that opens another pig bag that I need for the run, so... You kind of just go all over the place for this for all sorts of different reasons. It's hard to keep track of it even when you're running it. I'm like relying on muscle memory so hard. It's it's working sort of. There's been one like major mistake so far, and also I went the wrong way once. But other than that, it's been actually kind of okay. So there's the big key door I was talking about. We'll come back for that when we have all the parts. Yep, okay. So you have to swing down on that. Very, very easy to accidentally die there, so I'm glad that didn't happen. I should also talk about the loading screens. So as you've probably noticed, there's a lot of transitions and loading screens and stuff like that. This game is primarily run on the PSP, so I'm playing on a PSP with a TV out cord at the moment, because the PSP has substantially fast loading times, and it makes it the absolute best way to run this game. And fortunately, in terms of how accessible it is, getting a PSP is not too expensive, and also you can get the game from the PlayStation Network for pretty cheap compared to buying a legitimate copy of the game. So it does also make the game a lot more accessible as well, which is really good. The only thing I can like basically say is kind of a big problem is having to play on the PSP itself, but there is also options to use a controller on the PSP, so there's always ways. But yeah, that's pretty much what the community is using overall, and it feels really nice to play on after some time. Like, I've been running this game for a very long time, and from the moment I picked it up about 6 years ago, I think, I've been running on PSP, so it's kind of become second nature to use, which is really good. Alright, so we've spoken to the 1,000-year-old man and gotten our 1,000-year-old key. So now we're going to go to the town hall where that chest is now spawned, and I'm going to perform a trick that's one frame as well. Alright, got it. So what I've just done there... whoops. Okay, and then it's... Lava Caves, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, okay. So I needed to remember my... route. So yeah, what I've just did there is I opened my inventory on one frame before I collect the bag. And what that does is if you use a charity wing, one frame will advance. And when the one frame advances, you collect the bag as you're flying away, which skips the animation, or skips the quest text of clearing the quest and also getting a new one. Saves about 8 seconds per bag. Oh, whoops. Menuing is so far the hardest thing to remember, but that's okay. So, I'm about to fight my first pig. This is the Fire Evil Pig. Now that I, once again have the laughing effect, I can go to this door and just look at it and have a little giggle. And there we go. The door's going to open for me now. And inside will be the first door to the boss arena. I'm also going to feed or eat a healing mushroom, and that gets rid of my laughing effect because now I don't need it anymore. Now I can run and do all that kind of stuff completely fine. So this is our first pig fight. Fortunately, this is actually the easiest one to pull off. You just wait, grab, wait for the bag, yeet, he's in. There you go. Okay, I am 2 minutes and 16 seconds behind my PB. That's completely okay. I have a large estimate for this, much larger than I do for most marathon runs because of how little practice I had. So we're in the clear in terms of how far this, like, how bad this could be. So there's a few parts of the run where I'm like, if I get those, it doesn't matter. Everything's fine. Specifically lava caves. If I nail that, it doesn't matter. Like, the rest of the run could just be garbage and it'll be saved just by that entire thing alone. So now we have to put the key into the painting. So we have to do that one piece at a time. Yeah, you're probably thinking that's quite tedious, and you're right, it is. It very much is. Okay, so you have one frame during that to do a jump, and that causes him to like do a pelvic thrust into the air, and it's pretty great. I basically say that any run that doesn't get it is cursed, so I mean, I guess this is a cursed run, but it's alright. Now we're entering the big key door. So I have a grapple hook attached now, so I can actually grapple the ceiling, and I'm going to try and do a strat here. What? Oh, okay. Alright. That works. That was not what I was trying to do. I wasn't supposed to grapple to the right. I was actually just meant to grapple directly up. I swear I was holding up on the D-pad, but I threw the grapple to the right anyway. It'll do. But yeah, so that whole thing that happened there, you're meant to grapple the ceiling and try to get up there without having to use the swinging poles, which is a lot faster. But that works. Alrighty, so we're going out here to get pants upgrade. We're getting the dashing pants. And we're going to go down here, open this big key door, and get our red pig bag. Almost died again. Yikes. Okay, that's fine. And now we're going to do our second pig fight of the game. And then what follows is the hardest section in the entire run. So hopefully I can nail this. There's a lot of like really tricky grappling in this section coming up. This pig it's nothing special about him. He's just RNG. So I hope he spawns. Yeah, that's good enough. Throw him in the bag. Yeet. See you later. I didn't lose any time on my PvE in that split. That's great. See, the run's sorta good now. I mean, if you forget the fire evil pig and everything before that happened, this is good.
Got a quick little announcement to make if you got time.
Go for it, yeah.
We've got another bonus run to fill in the setup buffer that we have. Aeon Photo is going to be doing Xenoblade Chronicles Future Connected. Be sure to stay tuned for that.
Excellent. Sounds good. Okay. Okay. It's trying to kill my good vibe, dude. Okay. Okay. I am messing up the easy part. This is not good at all. Alright, we're out of there. I got the good... Okay, I got the good part. It doesn't matter. So, that was... The end of that was just... I don't know what was happening. The first part, though, that was primo. That was so good. So, everything from, like, when I caught the pig to, like, that little end bit was great. So, yeah, that's a really tricky thing to do. You gotta do a left-right input before the cutscene happens and grapple as well. It's really tricky. So I nailed it. It's fine. I'll take it. Alright, our next section. This has some sort of tricky grappling, but not as hard as lava caves, honestly. Okay, cool, got that. That's good. That's very easy to fail. There's like spikes in the ground if you miss that, and you get sent back to the beginning. So our old buddy Charles now needs a drink, a banana drink. And we're going to enter what is called the Village of Civilization. It's pretty much like a steampunk kind of factory. We're going to give this guy his hat that he lost, even though he's wearing a hat. But I'll give him another one. Hey, banana thick shake. Yeah, Charles loves his banana thick shakes. Can't blame him, honestly. Alrighty, so we're going to... We found bananas that were just like sitting on top of a platform. We're going to hand them to this miner. And what he's going to do is just going to squeeze them for us. Yeah, he's just going to squeeze them with his bare hands. Gives us banana juice. Going to take the banana juice back to our friend Charles, and he's going to teach me how to swim. So that way I can access places with water. Because if I touch water at this point, I just like... I damage boost backwards. So you just can't even get a little drip on Tomba, otherwise he freaks out. Another slightly tricky grapple part. It's not that bad, but it's very easy to screw up regardless. Alrighty. He's happy with his drink. Now I'm going to jump in the river here. Yeah, river. So, just a couple of text boxes and I can swim now. It's just like learning the dwarf language. It's so easy. Everything about it is easy. Gonna swim across, jump up. So I'm entering this area to unlock another warp location, and now I'm going to fly to the Village of Civilization again to start the next part of the quest. Oh my god, talk to him. So this game does something that I'm not a fan of, honestly. In some conversations, you're meant to like talk to someone twice. And when you're like trying to mash through a conversation, it's very, very easy to mash through the conversation, press X too many times and jump, and then you have to talk to him, but you have to wait for you to land to talk to him again. Just minor speedrunning things, but you know, that's still an annoyance. Why can't it just all be the same text box or same conversation? That'd be so much better. Someone mod this to be like better Tomba or something like that. Remove loading screens as well while you're at it if you can. Probably should also mention what's happening with the quest line, I guess. Trying to work out how to get into the factory and turn it on. Because it opens an elevator somewhere else. But the door is so rusty, so we need a bomb to blow it up. And, I mean, where do you expect to find a bomb? In a tree. Apparently. So we're just going to go up in a tree. We're just going to collect the bomb from the tree. It's my boy Ryan. Can we get a lovely happy birthday to Demidget2000? It is his birthday today, legitimately. Like, actually his birthday. Happy birthday, man. Oh no, that's not good. Oh no, that's not good. Oh no, that's actually good. Alright. Oh, that was some time loss. Still on pace to be way underestimate though, so we're good. Alright, so the next evil pig that we'll be facing is the Stormy Evil Pig. I have to do a section in, like a full swimming section where I have to collect math beads for the 10,000-year-old man, so he'll tell me, or he'll give me the 10,000-year-old key so I can unlock the chest that contains the next pig bag. So again, a little side quest, but not side quest, a compulsory side quest to extend the game, just to slow everything down, I guess. But yeah, it's necessary. It's kind of a tedious section because you get owned by fish RNG. They can get in your way and just cause you to be to take knockback, and very, very annoying, especially when you're on a good pace run. It's happened many a time to me in runs. So now the factory is running, and as you can see in the cutscene before, in the place where I saved the dwarfs, there's now an elevator that goes underground. Also, now that we can swim, the very beginning of the game, there was a bully. Let's call him a bully. He basically pulled a bridge from under my feet and tried to almost drown me, basically. And now I can swim, so I can enter this area. Yeah, screw that guy. Such a bully. Alright. Yeah, we do see that guy again later as well. The guy who gave me the bananas to give to Charles to learn the dash, if you remember, like, way back at the start of the run. Don't worry, I don't blame you if you didn't. So before we can start swimming for his math bead challenge, we actually need to learn how to dive. We only, at the moment, only know how to swim on the surface of the water. So what we have to do is take the necklace I just pulled out of that chest. We have to take it to Mermaid, because it just happens to be a mermaid here for some reason. And that mermaid is going to teach us how to dive. I'm going to try something here. Damn it, okay. There is a way to give the necklace to her, but be standing over the water, so the water just drops you to the bottom of the bottom of this small water. And if you then frame perfectly press the square button at a certain time, you can stay at the bottom of the lake or bottom of this pool of water, and then swim to the right a lot faster than going down. Very hard to do though. I actually have not done it in a run before. Okay, so now we know how to dive, and I'm gonna walk back to Trick Village, which is the basically the water section. Whoops. Okay, so here we go. Fish RNG, number 1. Okay, we've already been hit once. Excellent. So we're just collecting all the math beads. Your swimming speed is entirely based on how fast you mash the square button, so you can maximize your speed by doing that. Of course, fish be like that sometimes. That's so bad. Oh, I still got out. Okay, cool. So that's a pretty tricky thing to do, especially with a fish in the way. Actually, don't think I've ever done that before. That's fine. See, that's terrible RNG. My God. Okay. Whatever. It's done. Quest is done. And we out of here. Well, almost out of here. He's going to give me the key. I'm going to swim back into the water again. And I'm going to perform the next, the second last one frame trick of the run. To skip the pig bag quest. Hope we can net another 8-second time save here. So grab this, hold down, and I got it. Cool. So gonna fly to the next location and pick it up. Quest comes up, skip it. So one frame trick. Very, very cool that I've gotten 2 of them out of 4. And the next one, too late. Okay. That's fine. I'll take 2 out of 4. Okay, we're heading to our next pig fight. It's the Stormy Evil Pig. So we're going to restore the Stormy location, which is Phoenix Mountain. The one with like the terrible wind that you have to fight against to move. This is the worst pig fight in the game. He is very, very hard to predict. And you have to be pretty lucky with his RNG. Okay, that's pretty good. And yeet. Oh, what? That missed? There's no way that missed. Okay. I got ripped off. Yeah, it's definitely not going to work. You can actually do this. I've done it many a times from that spot. Okay. Oh, this is a disaster. What? That works though. Okay, I'm getting trolled. I swear this works. And I'll prove it. Yeah, see, I told you. They were all questioning Raikou's sanity at that time, but then he proved it. Alright. Yeah, so as you can see, the pig is a bit of a pain. He can ruin things quite easily. Lost many, many world record pace runs at this point due to him. Alright, so we're finally taking that elevator we found. Let's go. So we got to do another quest here. This one's a bit more like realistic. Like the world's in danger, but you can't enter this doorway because it's actually locked and you need to break it open. Which is absolutely fair, right? That makes a lot of sense. This isn't some guy like needing to learn how to laugh or cry or whatever. This is a legitimate problem. We go to here. So I need to get unbreakable wire to break into all the rooms in this underground path. And that will give me access to the 1 million year old man, which is the last one, and get our last key, and also access to another evil pig fight. So we got told about someone who had an unbreakable wire. We found him, talked to him, and he's like, oh no, you can't have it, it's fine as keepers. And then he's like, oh alright, you can have it. I didn't even say anything, he just gave it to me. I appreciate it though. What an absolute legend. Okay, so this is the 1 million-year-old man who just happens to be underground in an inaccessible part of it until I opened it. He just chilling here. Alright, next pig fight. This pig fight's pretty bad as well. It's second only to Stormy Evil Pig. Hope they get good RNG. That's not too bad. Wait for it to come around. Yeet. And we're out of there. So we have 2 more evil pigs left, not including the final boss. And these ones are actually done fairly quickly. They're pretty much just one after the other. So after I've done this, I just fly to the next location, go straight to the next one. There's pretty much only one more unnecessary quest that you have to do. Like, I mean, by unnecessary, I mean like it's compulsory to do, but it's kind of like not really important to saving. Oh, actually, no, it is kind of important. It is necessary to save the world. Oh, I got the 1-frame swim. That's pretty good. It's not really a big deal. It's just kind of something small. Oh wow, it's too late. Okay, the 1-frame swim didn't matter because I got bad RNG. And it died. Okay. That's fine. That's the RNG you want. So you can just go yeet and then move on. Pretend that didn't happen. So I've got to run through Mushroom Forest, and Mushroom Forest is like a whole bunch of random platforms, basically. They got like different slopes on them, they're different heights. It's really, really hard to run through really fast, so I have an idea of how I'm going to do it, but I haven't done it in a little while, so if I die here, it's that's going to be completely understandable. Okay. Good so far. Good enough. I'll take that. A lot of well-timed jumps there to make sure you don't just fall between the platforms and just go into a death pit, so really nice. Oh, also, it's our friend who tried to drown us earlier. He's actually helping us across the lake in a boat now. We can swim now, so I don't know why I just didn't swim across, but that's fine. It doesn't help us when we can't swim, helps us when we can. So I've only got 2 hit points out of 4, so this is kind of dangerous. But if I die here, it doesn't matter. I just get respawned back here anyway. Get up. Ah, no. That sucks. If I didn't fall off that platform, that actually would have been really good RNG. Oh, come on. It's the worst. Okay. Okay, cool. There we go. I'll do. Yeah, not great pitch, not great fights, but again, it's mostly fine. There's been a lot of like really tricky stuff that I've pulled off, so I'm happy enough. considering like the little practice that I've had. So now I'm being warped to a place where all the pigs have been turned into statues. And what's going to happen now is the final evil pig is going to awaken all the statues in effort to close the door. So they're standing on like switches, and the switches are opening the door. Now they're all going to wake up and they're just going to float away for some reason. So, what I have to do now is I have to find 7 friends. And I'll just interact with this person once, and then they'll say a friend has been found. And they will go and stand on those switches. Just gotta find 7 people to stand on the switches and hold the door open. Back to village. Just gotta remember all the locations. My memory is gonna be a bit foggy, but this should be okay. I think I'm gonna... As soon as I get to the point where I need to fly somewhere, I'll remember, I'm sure. Haunted Mansion, north. Oh, also should probably mention this too. Baron is an infinite charity wing, basically, and you're meant to get him earlier in the game by doing a certain quest line, but when you get to the end of the game, they just give it to you. So, unfortunately, failed the grapple jump. That's okay though. One more location, and I gotta get 3 friends from here instead of 7. I'm gonna have 6 total. Baron actually works as the 7th friend, so wrong way. Whoops. I think I'm looking about a 53, I think, for this run. I went the wrong way again. Okay, this is fine. I'm still going to talk to this guy. It just means I'm going to be losing a bit more time on loading screens. You normally talk to that guy last, so that way you don't have to go back through. But I'm just, yeah, I'm all over the place with remembering this run at the moment. I plan on doing some like severe de-rusting for this soon, because I've got another marathon submission up for this game. So talk to this guy, and that's 6. I was about to leave, and even though I just fly out. It's not exactly the fastest I've ever done this game, that's for sure, but I mean, it gives a good idea of what the game's like as a speedrun regardless. So yeah, we're missing 1 friend. And Baron just jumps on. So this part I kind of don't understand. Tomba enters, and Baron jumps in without the door closing, even though the switch is not being pressed anymore, so, okay. So, final pig fight. Bad RNG, that sucks. Okay. He normally spawns a lot faster than this, which means you can then grab him and throw him in. Anyways, that's fine, still got him. Alright, time is coming up. So the final pig fight is exactly the same as the rest of them, by the way. Nothing special. And time. Alrighty. That was Tomba 80%. yeah, that was like a 53. So my PBs are 47. So that was a bit of a mess. But I don't know. I guess I could be happy with 53 for like not having run the game in about a few months. I think it's been about 2 or 3 months. But yeah, I am actually I'm trying to get this into GDQ at the moment. So I will be derusting it pretty soon and getting back into the grind for it because I do want to improve the time once more as well. The time is very good, and I haven't been able to get on a level of playing this game since then, since getting that record. So it'll be a huge grind to get back onto that again. But yeah, give it a shot, see how I go with it. But yeah, thank you for having me again, ASM. I'm glad I was able to help out and fill some extra time that you guys had with this run. I did actually regret not submitting for the marathon to begin with, so this is definitely made up for that, which is really nice.
No worries, thank you so much.
No problem at all. Have a good one, everyone.
Right back.